Yes, hello. So I think that nobody is here yet. So am I audible? Please reply in the comment section. The stream has just started. Please tell me if I'm audible. Please type in the chat if I'm audible. Please type. Yes, Mars guy, welcome. Am I audible to you? Please type in the chat. Hello? Someone please reply. Okay, so I assume that I'm audible. Let me put this link in some Discord servers. This will take only half a minute. Hello, welcome. Yes. So the stream has started. Yes, I know that some of you hate Discord, but there is no other way to do it. I got to get more people to view the stream, and that's the only way. That's the fastest way. That's the best way. It is indeed the best way to spread the word around. Okay, the stream is starting in exactly 30 seconds from now. So get ready. Yes, the Patriots have arrived. That is excellent. The Patriots, the dinosaurs, the Scythians, the Turks, the Ers, the Spearites, and the Martians. All of you. Yes, my opinion of Judgment Day is usually very good. I love the mod. I've promoted the mod many times. It is an awesome mod all round. Okay, so now really let us start the stream. So this time we are playing as the United States of America. Get get your glasses of Assam tea ready and start signing the documents because we are about to sign the treaty which shall decide the fate of millions. Before we begin, whenever you vote, please write only a number indicating which option you wish to vote for. Do not write words. For example, if there are three options, divide Germany west and east, divide Germany normally, or do not divide Germany, then please write 1, 2, or 3. Do not type in words. And before we even begin, I want you to select which ideology shall we spread around the whole world. So we cannot really do all the ideologies because I'm having some problems entering the correct cheats. So you can have totalism, syndicalism, or national populism. Those are the three options which seem to work. So 1, 2, or 3, vote in the comment section. This is the first poll of this stream. So one vote for one vote for totalism, one vote for totalism. Anyone else? Okay, anyone else? There's one vote for totalism. Okay, good. Stuart Wallace voted, so two. So syndicalism is leading by 1-3-1. Okay, syndicalism is still leading. 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Syndicalism is still leading by a narrow margin. So everyone wants syndicalism. Okay, so I'll just repeat the post for the last 10 seconds. The first poll is, which ideology shall we spread around the world, either totalism, syndicalism, or national populism? Okay, so It looks like totalism has 5 votes and syndicalism has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes. So syndicalism wins. So we shall quickly change the ideology to syndicalism. What? Oh, okay, yes. Yes, so now we are syndicalist and let's begin. The first part, of course, everyone's favorite nation, Deutschland. What shall we do with the Germans? Okay, let me repeat one more rule. You cannot vote for maintaining the occupation, so you got to vote for something. So in this first poll, you can vote for either one or two, form a free socialist Germany or split Germany into smaller statelets. One or two. Napoleon Bonaparte, welcome, but it's too late to vote for the first poll, so vote for the second poll now. Form a free, united Germany or split Germany into smaller states. So one vote for free socialist Germany, one vote for splitting, one more vote for free socialist Germany. So splitting is winning. Okay, it's now tied up again. Splitting is still winning. It's again tied up. So we are at a tie now. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, KCN has voted. Splitting is winning. Splitting is winning. Anyone else? It's again tied up. Okay, so going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So split Germany into smaller states. Okay, so don't be alarmed if nothing happened because now we will get the options to split the states of Germany. Okay, now let's see where are the parts of Germany. Yes, the fate of North Germany, release a North German state. Where is South Germany? Why am I not getting the decision? Okay, so I don't really know why we are not getting South Germany. Oh, there it is, finally. The fate of South Germany. So release a loyal South German state or give it to our North German allies. Choose between one or two. Okay, so with an overwhelming majority, people want to release a loyal South German state. Only Synchrese wants to vote for joining it with North Germany. Everyone else, yes, so option one is winning. Diefel, welcome to the stream. Option one is still winning. We got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release a loyal South German state. So these are the leaders: Franz Jacob for North German Union and Kurt Eisner for South German Union. Now next we move on to the Rhineland. So release a Rhenish state, and enforce harsh reparations or give it to our North German allies. Choose between options 1, 2 or 3. Okay, so people have begun to vote. Good. Choose the fate of the Rhineland. Choose the fate of the Rhineland. Come on, vote. Okay, so it looks like option 2 has got 6 votes, and that is clearly winning. Yes, so option 2 is winning and going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Release a rainy state and enforce harsh reparations. And Rhineland is under Paul Froelich. Okay, now moving on to the fate of Brandenburg, the Prussians. Vote for option 1 or option 2. Compatriota, welcome. That SC guy, welcome. Juden Gibral, welcome. Decide the fate of the Prussians, the proud Prussians who once united Germany but now are reduced to our puppets. Decide their fate. Will you make Bismarck cry in his grave, or will you make him proud that regardless of what happens, Prussia stays strong? Bismarck's nightmare. So people want to release a loyal Prussian state. Politicando y Bayandano, welcome. Brendan Rylak, welcome. Zach Johnson, welcome. Yes, so with overwhelming majority, option 1 has triumphed. Release a loyal Prussian state. The NB Daylight, welcome. Fevalgio Nerd, welcome. Andrew Novichok, welcome. So release a loyal Prussian state. Prussia is led by Karl Liebknecht. If anyone is wondering why all these puppet states are syndicalist, then I held a poll at the very beginning to decide the ideology of the world, and people voted for syndicalism. So that's how we got syndicalism. Let's pass some time and okay. Yes, the fate of Poland. So release a Polish republic or release a Polish republic and include Galicia. Polska jest nerva. Vote for option 1 or option 2. So option 2 is winning. Option 2 is still winning. Very clear majority. Andrew Novichok has voted for option 2. Brendan Rylak has voted for option 2. So a few more seconds. Okay, Feval Gio Nerd has voted. And sold. So release the Polish Republic and include Galicia. Okay, moving on. The fate of East Oder. Okay, we'll have to give it to East Germany. This is so mixed. Yes, the fate of Österreich. So will you liberate it, annex it to the South German Union, or will you reform Danubia? Choose the fate of these lands. The lives of thousands of people all over the old Austro-Hungarian Empire are now in your hands. Danubia. So option 3 is winning with a majority of 4. So 214, 214, 215, 315, 315. Anyone else? The fate of millions of people in this region, in this entire region, is now in your hands. Come on, vote. We need more voters. This is about the fate of all the Austro-Hungarian lands. Okay then, so there are no new voters, and so option 3 has won. Reunite the Danubian lands. The Danubian Republic of Councils. It is led by Pierre Ramos, the syndicalists. Okay, continuing on. The fate of East Prussia. Release an East Prussian state or give it to the Prussians themselves. Do you want to make a separate East Prussian Republic where Poles, Germans, and Lithuanians can live together in peace and harmony? Or do you want to give East Prussia entirely to the Prussians or to the East Germans? Okay, so now the fate of Bohemia. So, do you liberate a Czech state or do you liberate Czechoslovakia or do you give it over to the Danubians? The fate of the Czechs and the Slovaks and the Bohemian Germans is now in your hands. Vote for options 1, 2, or 3. So option 3 is winning. So option 3 has got 4, 5, 6 votes and option 2 has got 4 votes. So option 3 is winning. Black Nash or Nash, welcome to the stream. And going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So give it over to the Danubia. This is one of the ugliest countries that I've ever seen in my life. What have you people done? The fate of Upper Silesia. Give it to the Poles or give it to the East Germans. Sit around this round table and decide. So option 1 is winning. Option 2 has got 3 votes. Option 1 is winning. Option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and Upper Silesia is sold to Poland. The Germans have lost it forever. Now moving on to the fate of Posen. Give it to Poland or give it to East Germany? So Posen is this province over here. For anyone who isn't in line with the geography of Eastern Europe. So option 1 is once again winning with a heavy majority. The Germanophiles are losing to the pro-Poland peoples. The army of Poland is winning. But will the Germanophiles make a last stand in the last few seconds? No. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So give it to Poland. Next up is Saxony. Give it to North Germany or give it to East Germany? The fate of Saxony is now in your hands. Saxony is this province over here. Give it to the North Germans or give it to the East Germans? So we are tied at the moment. Brendan Rylak wants to give it to the East Germans. Bainando wants to give it to the North Germans. Er wants to give it to the East Germans. Stuart wants to give it to the North Germans. So option 2 is winning with a slim majority of 5-4. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So the fate of the Saxons will be in East Germany. Now the fate of Schleswig. Oh, I should have done this before Denmark. I don't really know what to do. So I guess that this is just unlucky, but let's decide now. So will you give it to the North Germans or to the East Germans? Okay, once again, with an overwhelming majority, we have a victory for the North Germans. Only Stuart Wall wants to give it to the East Germans. Iago Saraiva, welcome. Are you Brazilian by any chance? Yes, so option 1 is winning, going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to the North Germans. Now the fate of Belgium. Liberate a loyal Belgium or split Belgium into different parts. Choose the fate of Belgium down below in the comments. So splitting is oh, now we are tied. We are at a tie and we need a tiebreaker. Come on, we need a tiebreaker. Oklahoma the next is turn. Okay, so option 2 is winning, going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Split Belgium. Now moving on to the Netherlands. Okay, liberate the Netherlands. The fate of Flanders. So liberate Flanders or give it to the Dutch. And by the way, the Batavian Commune is led by Jacques Descartes. Choose the fate of Flanders. No, Oklahoma via the USA. Okay, Kroll, welcome to the stream. We are currently choosing the fate of Flanders. And it looks like option 1 is winning with a majority of 3 to 4. Anyone else? Option 1 is still winning. Okay, now we are tied. And option 2 has came from behind and defeated option 1. That was unexpected. Suddenly we got 4 votes for option 2. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Give it to the Batavian Commune. Greater Netherlands has now been restored. This nation is larger than the Rhenish Union. Okay, now moving on to France, restore the Commune of France. Denmark liberated. Okay, Switzerland. So restore Switzerland or give it to our South German allies. Switzerland or South Germany. Choose the fate of the Swiss. We are redrawing the map of Europe with no concern for the people living there. The signatures of a few in this live stream will decide the lives of millions of people, not only in Europe but in the entire world. So option 1 is winning with an overwhelming majority, going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So restore the Swiss state. It is under Jules Humbert Draws, and France is under Pierre Monteith. The fate of Wallonia. So liberate it or give it to the French. Choose the fate of Wallonia, liberation or give it over to the French. Fulfill Napoleon's dream. So option 2 and option 1 are tied up. We need a tiebreaker. Someone please break the tie. Come on, break the tie. Okay, Meme Lord 53, please vote only once. I have resisted. Your vote is 1, but that means Stuart Wall switched to 2, but Meme Lord voted for 1, which means that we are still tied. We are still tied. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, Cardigan, Queen of the Rats. And Brendan Rylak has arrived, so reinforcements arrived and led option 1 to victory, and option 1 locked. So liberate Wallonia. What an awesome flag. Lucie de Charin. The fate of northern France. So decide the fate of northern France. We have got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 different options this time. This will be a very fun poll. There are 5 different options. There are 5 different options. Une flamme sacrée, non te désolata. Viva France univrea, que salut maréchal, 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 nous Okay, we are now tied between 1 and 5. We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker between 1 and 5. Okay, we are now. We desperately need a tiebreaker. Someone please break the tie. Come on. If nobody breaks the tie in 10 seconds, then I will decide what to choose between options 1 and 5. Break the tie. If nobody breaks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, okay. A last moment vote swapping has led to victory for option 5. So split it between the Commune of France, the Walloon Communal Republic, and the Batavian Commune. A three-way split. Okay, now the fate of Italy release the Socialist Republic. Okay, so since we are playing as a syndicalist power, we do not really have the options to split Italy this time. Sorry. The fate of Ticino. Give it to the Swiss or give it to the Italians? Meanwhile, Italy is led by Palmiro Togliatti. So option 1 is winning, going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Give it to the Swiss. The Swiss have inserted themselves deep into Italy. The fate of Romandy. Give it to the Swiss or give it to the French? The minor polls like this, for example, Romandy, I won't wait too long. I'll wait maybe for 10-20 seconds, but we need to move fast. Valerio Librati, welcome. Stratos Gamer 5, welcome. So option 1 is winning, going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to the Swiss. So I wonder why I'm not getting Alsace-Lorraine. Where is it? Okay, there it is. The most important province, the province which is the cause of all the conflicts in the last 100 years. Alsace-Lorraine. Give it to the French, give it to the Rhenish, or give it to the South Germans? So option 2 is winning with an overwhelming majority. Most people want to destroy the cause of this conflict by giving Alsace-Lorraine to a third party, the Rhineland. Muang Nok, welcome to the stream. So going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Give it to the Rhenish. Okay, the fate of Northern Schleswig. So give it to Denmark or give it to the North Germans? So 5 votes for Denmark. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to the Danes. Okay, so now we are going to take our focus out of Europe for a few minutes. So Since there are people of many other ethnicities in this chat, tell me which other nation I should go to first. China 1, Indonesia 2, or Brazil 3? China 1, Indonesia 2, Brazil 3. And after doing that, we shall return back to Europe. So China is winning with an overwhelming majority. So the left Kuomintang are in control of China. Where is Manchuria? Let's release Japan. Where is Manchuria? Where is Manchuria? Uh, okay, there it is. Yes. So, should we create an independent Manchuria or should we give it to China? Marchman, welcome to the stream. Muang Nok, welcome to the stream. Decide the fate of Manchuria. Will the Manchus have their own nation or shall China swallow it? So option 1 is winning. Zach Johnson, welcome. Anyone else? Max Reader, welcome to the stream. Okay, we are tied again. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So give it to the Chinese. And the fate of Tibet, restore an independent Tibet, release it and give the rest to our Chinese allies or give the entire Tibet to China. So either restore Greater Tibet, release Tibet and give the rest to China, or give it entirely to China. Spicy Lemon, welcome to the stream. Yes, I have plus 99999999 social credit points. So option 1 is winning. Option 1 is still winning. People want a huge Tibet as a counterweight to China. Utku Ayise, welcome to the stream. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So restore Greater Tibet. Sacred Union. Oh, this is a very interesting character. A person who wants to combine Lenin with the Buddha and esoteric Tibetan and Hindu religions. Nicholas Roerich. You should try out his path in actual Kaiserreich. It's extremely interesting. Now we move on to Mongolia. So there are 4 options. Either you liberate a loyal Mongolia, liberate Greater Mongolia, release Mongolia and give the rest to China, or give it completely to the Chinese. I lost my social credit points. That's so sad, guys. So option 2 is winning. Option 2 is winning. Option 2 is still winning. Anyone else? Going once? Okay, Utko is option 2 is still winning. Black Nash. Udin Jibral, welcome again. Pavmit, welcome to the stream. Option 2 is still winning. Anyone else? Going once? Okay, Theo Thanos, welcome to the stream. So good to see you here. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So, liberate Greater Mongolia. And where is Xinjiang? I can't find it. Okay, so since I can't find Xinjiang at this time, let's go back to Europe. So this is the state of Europe until now. The fate of Luxembourg. Give it to the Walloons or give it to Rhineland. Decide the fate of millions. Okay, Andre SDU. This is basically a stream where people vote on their own version of the Treaty of Versailles or the Treaty of Severus or the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, whatever you want to call it. I call it the Treaty of literally nothing here. You decide the fate of millions of people. You decide how the map of Europe will look. So option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So give it to Rhineland. So Luxembourg has been given to the Rhenish. Now moving on, where are the other provinces of Eastern Germany? Yes, the fate of Masuria. Give it to Poland or give it to East Germany? Masuria is this province over here. Okay, so option 1 has got 4, option 2 is clearly winning. Anyone else? Lord Deb X, welcome to the stream. Helltaker69, welcome to the stream. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to East Prussia. Moving on to the fate of Tessen. Okay, I won't really spend too much time, so there you only have 10 seconds to vote for Tessen. Let's do it quickly because this is a very minor province. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So option 2 has triumphed, option 2 has won. Give it to the Poles. Moving on to the fate of Brittany, liberate Brittany or give it to the French. So, DGEJI, welcome to the stream. I don't really know how to pronounce your name. Decide the fate of Brittany. So, option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So, Liberate Brittany. It is led by Georges Dubois. Now, moving on to Savoy. So, give it to the Commune of France or give it to the Italians. Okay, so option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So give it to the Italians. Now we move on to the fate of Nice. Okay, once again, this is a very minor province, so I will wait for only 10 seconds this time. Okay, the person with the Russian name and the Napoleon PFP, welcome to the stream. I do not know how to pronounce your name. Maximilian Debler, welcome to the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sauce KOK 1588, welcome to the stream. Okay, so option 2 is winning. Give it to the Italians. So Garibaldi's home has finally returned to where it belongs, Italy. So this is the map of Europe until now. Moving on to Südtirol. You have got three options this time. Give it to the Italians, give it to the Danubians, or give it or divide it, split it in half. Vote for option 1, 2, or 3. Fatih Oskan, welcome to the stream. So let's take the count. Option 3 has clearly won, so splitting it. Okay, moving on to Corsica. Give it to the French or give it to the Italians. The homeland of Napoleon. Its fate now lies in your arms. Once again, I'm not really going to wait for too long on these small provinces, so vote fast. Option 2 is winning by an overwhelming majority. The tired Scot, welcome to the stream. Economic serfdom, welcome to the stream. Dark side 1000, welcome to the stream. And option 2 locked. So give it to the Italians. Now, the fate of Slovakia. So liberate Slovakia or give it to the Danubians. So most of the votes are for option 2. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So give it to the Danubians. Slovakia has been given to the Danubians. The fate of West Prussia, this land over here. No, but this is a communist Österreich-Ungarn. Choose the fate of the West Prussians. Prussians. Maximilian Debler, Zach Johnson, that is the guy, Stratos Gamer. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to Poland. So, if you are a German citizen who used to live in Königsberg before the war, and you want to travel to your grandmother who lives in Alsace-Lorraine, then you will first have to take a train from Königsberg to the border with Poland. You will need a Polish passport to go across, and then you will need an East German passport to go up to Frankfurt. And here at the intersection, you will have to get a North German passport, and from there, you'll finally make it to the Rhineland where your grandma lives. Now, if she's in some big trouble, maybe some medical problem, then it is possible that by the time you get through all this bureaucracy and passports, your grandma might have. Yes, so moving on to Transcarpathia. The fate of Spain establishes socialist Spain. Okay, the fate of the Basque country. By the way, Spain is under Buenaventura Durruti. Gloria, Gloria, Corona de la Patria Soberana Luz. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. The fate of Galicia. Okay, I'm not really going to wait too long for Galicia, so please vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So release a loyal Galicia. It is under Miguel Menendez. Now, the fate of Catalonia. Release a greater Catalonia, split the region between Catalonia and Spain, or give the entire Catalonia to the Spanish. The fate of most of the old kingdom of Aragon now lies in your hands. The fate of Catalonia is being decided. Ideological fanaticism is needed while signing this treaty. Ha 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 ha. Okay, going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Option 1 is locked. Release a greater Catalonian nation. It is under Juan Garcia y Olivar. The fate of Portugal, so liberate a republican Portugal or give it to the Spanish. The fate of Portugal is now in your hands. Decide the fate of the Portuguese. Give them independence or hand them over to the Spanish and liberate the people of Iberia under one single flag, the flag of Spain. Choose the fate of the Portuguese. So option 1 is winning. Dark side 1000, please vote only one time so that it makes it easier for me to count the votes. Anyone else? Okay, so option 2 has 4 votes and option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Liberate a republican Portugal. It is under Manuel Joaquim de Sousa, the CUFU, Comité de Unidade de Frente Única, and Spain is under the CNT. Now moving on to the fate of Roussillon. It is this little province over here, and I'm not really going to wait too long for this province, so make it fast. We have only 10 seconds for Roussillon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fanfrick Heretic, welcome to the stream. Fanfrick Heretic. Fanfrick Heretic, welcome to the stream. So, okay, so this is, I think we are done with most of Western Europe. So now we shall move to the island that once dominated all of the world. So, what will you do with the British? Restore the Union of Britain or create an English government? You cannot vote for option 3, by the way. And that's it. Option 2 is winning, so option 2 locked. So England is under Ebenezer Edwards, the Labour Party, an old school Northern Unionist. Okay, the fate of Wales, release an independent Wales, the fate of Scotland. So release an independent Scotland or release Greater Scotland. So option 1 stands for normal Scotland and option 2 stands for. Whoa, this is one of the coolest flags that I've seen in this game. It seems like it's taken straight from a fantasy book. The Welsh Communal Republic. The People's Party of Wales. And sold. Option 2 locked. So, a massive Scottish state has been created which stretches all the way to Newcastle and Carlisle. It is under James Maxton and the Scottish Workers' Republican Party. Now, where is Ireland? Okay. Ireland has been released. It is under Sean Murray. The fate of Finland, liberate Finland. The fate of Sweden, liberate Sweden. The fate of Norway, liberate Norway. Okay, now we come to the big fish, the thing which will make the whole game lag. The fate of Russia. Queen of the rats or queen of the cats. So, do we liberate Russia as a whole or do we split it with Siberia? Tom Kyun Min Va Ta Tan Fat. Welcome. It's always good to see Vietnamese and other ethnicities in this chat. So, option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So, separate Siberia from Russia. This will take a moment. Yes, so Russia and Siberia have been separated. Russia is under Alexandra Kollontai and Siberia is under Vadim Podbelsky. Moving on. The fate of Malta. Release Malta as a puppet state or give it to the Italians. Okay, this is a small province, so there's not much time. Vote fast. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So release Malta as a puppet. It is led by Paul Boffa, who is, I presume, an Italian-British syndicalist man. Okay, now we move on to the fate of the Russian Far East. So liberate the Far Eastern Republic or give it to the Siberians. So option one is winning with an overwhelming majority. Only Paumit wants to give it to Siberia. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So liberate the Far Eastern Republic. It is led by Alexander Krasnoshev. So now there are three Russias. If one Russia wasn't enough, now we got three Russias. This is going to be interesting. This treaty will surely ensure that absolute peace and tranquility reigns across the world. Because remember, why are we doing this? We are doing this because we want maximum peace and quiet in the world. We want to end all wars with this treaty. So the fate of Sakhalin, give it to Japan, give it to East, or divide it. Wait, I just realized something. West Russia, Siberia, and East Siberia. Is this a TNO reference? I'm not going to wait too long for Sakhalin, so anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and option 3 sold. So divide it, but give the Kuril Islands to the Japanese. Okay, now we move on to my favorite place in the entire world for creating borders, and that is the Balkans. So let me liberate all of them first, and then we shall decide the fate of individual regions. Remember that our aim is to bring maximum peace to the Balkans. We need lasting peace. That is our true aim. We do not wish for more war. Okay, the fate of Serbia. Liberate Serbia or liberate Yugoslavia. Duncan, man, welcome to the live stream. Okay, so option 2 is winning. Option 1 has got 5 votes. Option 2 has got 6 votes. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and so. So liberate Yugoslavia. It is under Vukasin Markovic. The fate of White Ruthenia. So liberate Belarus or give it to the Russians. Belarus. I'm aware that there is a sort of lag between when I say it and when you receive it, but I'm taking the lag into account while doing most of my actions in this live stream, so that's not an issue. The Raven Lord, welcome to the live stream. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So liberate White Ruthenia. It is under Tamas Strip. The fate of Ukraine. Liberate a republic on Ukraine, hand it over to our Russian friends. That is going to be very controversial in light of recent happenings. So, will you liberate Ukraine or will you hand it over to our good Russian friends? So, 2 people want to hand it over, 5 people want to liberate it. Anyone else? 6 people. Palmit wants to liberate it. Cardigan, the Queen of Cats, wants to liberate it. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Ukraine for Zelensky. Ukraine for Shumsky. Okay, now the fate of Karelia. So give it to the Finns or give it to the Russians. So I just realized that due to the things that you people have done, Ukraine is larger than all the German states, all the British states, all the Spanish states, and it is also larger than Poland. Okay, so option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So give it to Finland. So we have got the fat Finland, which is a TNO reference. Niilo Valari. Now moving on to the Baltic states. So liberate Latvia or create a new Baltic Union. Okay, anyone else? So option 2 is winning. Okay, so option 2 is winning clearly. Create a Baltic Union. A united socialist state for all the Baltic peoples to live together. Okay, now moving on to Georgia. So restore Georgia or restore Transcaucasia. I'm not going to wait too long for minor nations like Georgia, so please vote fast. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So create the Transcaucasian Soviet Republic. Koki Gelovani. The fate of the North Caucasus: liberate the Mountain Republic or give it to our Russian allies. Again, I'm not going to wait for too long, so please vote fast. Option 1 or option 2? Okay, so option 1 is winning. Most people wish to liberate the Mountain Republic. That will be an excellent buffer state between Russia and the Transcaucasians, but it will weaken Russia by quite a lot. So it is a trade off. Okay, so option 1 is winning and locked. So liberate the North Caucasian Federation. Okay, now let us do India for a change. Let us do India. So, do you want to release a united India or do you want to divide India? So, choose the fate of India. So, option 1 stands for liberating the entire India, and option 2 stands for dividing India into different states. Okay, so vote 3, please use a number for voting. So, press 1. Yes, that's good. Okay, so it looks like most people want to divide India. And Radon Surge, welcome to the live stream. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and India shall be divided. Okay, so now that we have decided to divide India, uh, let me check. Yes, the fate of central India, release Hindustan, and okay, the fate of Bengal. So, will you release Bengal as a puppet, or will you release Greater Bengal, or will you merge Bengal with India? So, choose the fate of Bengal. So, option 1 stands for releasing Bengal, option 2 stands for releasing Bengal along with Orissa, and option 3 stands for merging it with India. So vote 3 has voted. Okay, so we got 5 votes for option 1, 4 votes for option 2, 7 votes for option 2. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay, we are tied. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, Manisha, don't vote twice. Please vote only once. That helps me to keep the counting going on. Okay, so option 2 is winning with a slim majority. We need a tiebreaker. Anyone else? We need a tiebreaker. The fate of millions of Bengalis is in your hands. So sign the treaty and get your pencils together. We are redrawing the map for eternal peace. We need a tiebreaker vote between options 1 and option 2. Okay, LGIV Lusot said, welcome to the stream. Okay, you cannot vote for option 4 because option 4 is maintain the occupation and we are not going to be maintaining any occupations. Okay, we desperately need a tiebreaker. Come on, someone. Option 1 and option 2 have an equal amount of votes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. Option 1 has triumphed. Okay, Didac, your vote will not be counted because it's too late and you have already voted for option 2. So release Bengal as a puppet. So Bengal has been separated from Hindustan. It is led by Ahmad Nabiullah. So Bangladesh is now independent. Now the fate of Maharashtra. Release Maharashtra as a puppet state or release a greater Maharashtra which includes larger parts of India. So Greater Maharashtra will basically include many other parts of South and Eastern India. Okay, so option 1 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes. Option 2 has got 5 votes. So option 1 has triumphed. Option 1 locked. Okay, no. And the fate of Mysore. So I'm not going to wait too long for these minor states, so please vote fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. The fate of Madras. So release only southern Madras as a puppet, or release Dravida Nadu, or give it to Mysore. Once again, we are not going to take too much time for such minor states, so please vote fast. Option 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so option 2 is clearly winning and locked. So the Dravidian commune is led by this man. Okay, the fate of Pakistan. So do you want to release only the Punjab as a puppet, or Pakistan, or release Pakistan without East Punjab? Option 1 is winning. Option 2 is now tied with option 1. Okay, all three options are tied with each other. Option 2 is winning. Option 1 and 2 are now tied. Heighten imagination. Welcome to the live stream. Option 1 is clearly winning. And option 1 is locked. So release only the Punjab as a puppet state. The fate of Rajputana. Give it to Punjab or release it as a puppet. Rajputana is this province over here. Waffelstein 8, welcome to the live stream. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So release it as a puppet. So India has been completely balkanized. The fate of Orissa. Orissa is this region over here. So give it to Bengal, release it, or release only Orissa as a puppet. I know I can put a poll on stream, but I don't really know how to do that. So option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Release Greater Orissa as a puppet. I like this black color. It reminds me of Germany. Now, Assam. So release Assam as a puppet or give it to Bengal. I'm not going to wait too long for this minor province, so please vote fast. Release it as a puppet or give it to Bengal. Assam is where all the luxurious tea comes from, so vote for the fate of Assam. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So release it as a puppet. And finally, the fate of Gujarat. Release it as a puppet state or give it to Maharashtra. Gujarat is this province over here. So people want to balkanize India completely, it looks like. Option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going twice, going thrice, and sold. Release it as a puppet state. And that completes India, completely balkanized with no central authority. Now we return back to Europe. The fate of eastern Belarus. Give it to the Belarusians, give it to the Russians, or split it between Belarus and Russia. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and so old to option 1. So give it completely to Belarus, and then the fate of southern Lithuania. So this has got 6 different options. Choose. By the way, for newcomers, this is the map of Europe that people have voted until now. They've voted to create an independent East Prussia. They've voted to divide the Russians. And then they voted for Greater Tibet, Greater Mongolia, Balkanized India. And now we are at southern Lithuania. So let's see. Option 3 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. Give it to the Baltic Union. So that's a very tall Baltic Union, not gonna lie. The fate of Brest. Give it to Ukraine, Belarus, or do you divide it? Most Fire, welcome to the live stream. DY1SHA, welcome to the live stream. I do not really know how you can learn to play HOI4 because I myself don't really know how to play it. Okay, option 2 is winning. Okay, so let's take the count. Option 2 has got 3 votes, and option 4 has got 3 votes. Option 1 has got 4 votes, so option 1 is winning. No, there is a tie between option 1 and option 4. We need a tiebreaker. Come on. No, option 2 is now in the ring too. Okay, option 1, so that's it. Wait, this is really complicated, Noel. Okay, Tong's second vote will not be counted. Didak's second vote will not be counted. What three's vote will be counted, assuming that he has changed it? Napoleon's vote will be counted. So option 4 is winning. And that's it. Split it between Poland and Belarus. So Ukraine does not get Brest-Litovsk. Now moving on to the fate of Macedonia, give it to Yugoslavia or give it to Bulgaria. What will you do with the home of Alexander the Great? So option 2 is winning. 2, welcome to the live stream. DAIFEIL, welcome to the live stream. Option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and so. So give it to Bulgaria. 2, this is a live stream where people vote on their own Treaty of Versailles, and we wish to do it via popular voting. So this is the map of Europe and Asia and Russia that people have created until now. And we vote for every single province, like not every single province, but every single important place. Okay, moving on to Transylvania. So liberate Transylvania as a republic or give it to Danubia, give it to the Romanians, or divide it between Romania and Danubia. Okay, please vote fast because this is again a minor province. So option 3 is winning, option 4 is tied, option 3 is winning, option 3 is winning. Option 3 is winning, anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and SOLD. So give it to the Romanians. Okay, moving on to the fate of Vojvodina, which is this province over here. So give it to Danubia or give it to the Yugoslavs. So see, the thing is that only Kaiserreich has such an in-depth system of province division, or basically the treaty system. So we cannot really do it with other mods because other mods do not have such an advanced system. Red Flood is a close second, but even then it lacks the in-depth features of Kaiserreich. Okay, so this is Radon's third favorite province, it looks like. So option one locked. Give it to Danubia. Moving on to the fate of northern Epirus, which is this province over here between Albania and Greece. So the signatures are coming for giving it to Albania. Albanian fans are winning. So the Greeks have achieved a victory, it looks like. Yes, so option one has triumphed. Give it to the Greeks, the Hellenic Socialist Republic. Okay, the fate of Trieste. Give it to the Italians or give it to the Yugoslavs. This is a very small province, so please hurry up. We have bigger fish to fry after Trieste. But again, this is a very important port city, and whoever controls it gets to control all of the northern Italian sea. So almost everyone wants to give it to the Italians. Anyone else? Give it to the Italians. So Trieste has been granted to the Italians. The fate of the Asian coast. So the Megali idea or Turkey. This is an extremely important poll because it will decide the future of this entire region. This is one of the most important polls in this entire stream. So option 2 is winning, the Megali idea is winning. Preeti Nair, welcome to the live stream. Zach Johnson, welcome. So the Megali idea is winning. There will be greater Greece. So, so the Turks have been cut off from this side of the Mediterranean. Okay, this is a very, very minor province, so I will give you only 10 seconds to vote for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the fate of the world. This is China, this is Greater Mongolia, Tibet. India has been completely balkanized into various different pieces, and Russia has been balkanized into three different parts, and Germany has been balkanized into five different entities: North Germany, East Germany, South Germany, Rhineland, and East Prussia. While Baltic Union has been united, Spain has been balkanized, and in the case of the caravans, it looks like option 2 is winning. So give it to the Danubians. Okay, so suddenly I realized that one part of India is remaining, the fate of Sindh, this huge province over here. So give it to the Muslim Punjabis, or give it to Gujarat, or give it to Rajasthan. Yes, we will do Brazil after this. So most people want to give Sindh to Gujarat. It will form a bulwark against Rajasthani aggression in case of a war in the future. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and option 2 locked. So Sindh will now go in the hands of the traders and merchants of Gujarat. Now moving on to, okay, before we do Brazil, let's finish some minor provinces in the Balkans. The fate of Asian Macedonia, which is this region over here. Give it to the Greeks or give it to the Bulgarians. So it looks like people are really fans of creating a huge Greek state because Greece is winning. Oh no! The Bulgarians have made a nice comeback and now we are tied. No, Greece is winning again. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So Macedonia will be granted to the Greeks, and the fate of Bukovina, which is this province over here. Once again, these are very minor provinces, so we won't wait for long. So option 1 is winning. Come on, fast, fast, fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Option 1 is locked, so give it to Romania. And the fate of, where is Thrace? Thrace, 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 Thrace. I can't find Thrace here. That's weird. Okay, the fate of the glittering city of Constantinople. But now that the Greeks own it, it will go to the Greeks. So Constantinople has been reunited with the Greek fatherland after centuries of Turkish rule. The Megali idea is slowly becoming a reality. Okay, the fate of Istria, give it to the Italians or give it to the Yugoslavs. Once again, we don't really have much time, so please vote fast for these minor provinces so that we can move on to Brazil. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Option 1 locked. So give it to the Italians. Okay, in the case of Aland, I'm going to make my own decision and give it to the Finns. Now let's move on to Brazil and we will return back to. Oh, wait, let's finish Dalmatia. So let's finish Dalmatia, the huge coastline which is between Italy and Yugoslavia. Yes, this is one last poll before we go on to Brazil. So option 2 is winning. Most people want to give it to the Italians. Okay, option 2 locked. And now we go on to Brazil. So liberate Brazil as a united entity or split it. Malta is independent because I choose. No, not me actually. The audience chose to make Malta independent. Yes, let me show you the Malta poll until people finish voting for Brazil. So this is Malta. It is led by Paul Boffa and the Partito Sindicalista Maltese. So of course, I already knew the result of this poll before voting started. So most people, it looks like, want to have a united Brazil instead of a balkanized Brazil. Okay, anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Yes, Mussolini would be proud of you people. Going once, going twice, going thrice, and that's it. So option 1 is winning. We shall liberate Brazil as one single whole. Brazil for the Brazilians. And this is the massive union of Brazil. It is under Apolonio de Carvalho, the Partido Sindicalista Brasileiro. And then we move on to. I don't really know. This is. Let's do the fate of Gorizia, which is the small province between Italy and Yugoslavia over here. So Gorizia is actually a pretty important province because there are some mountain passes in Gorizia which can allow any invader to ride right into Venice. So Gorizia is strategically important for all the parties involved. So most people are voting for option 1. Now we are tied between options 1 and 2. Option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So give it to Yugoslavia. Now the Yugoslavs can invade Trieste and Venice at will. Okay, the fate of Gomel. So Gomel is this little province over here. So give it to Ukraine or give it to Belarus. Once again, this is a very, very minor province, so I won't wait for long. Please vote fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Waffelstein won. Everyone is socialist because at the beginning of this poll, I asked them which ideology would you like me to conquer the world with? And people voted overwhelmingly in favor of syndicalism, which is basically rule of the workers. So option 2 has got 4 votes, option 1 has got 5 votes, and with that, option 1 has won. So give it to Ukraine. Now, the fate of Latgale, which is this province over here, so give it to Russia or give it to the Baltic states. Once again, a very minor province, so I won't really wait long. As soon as we get a winner, I will close the vote for Latgale. So we are tied between options 1 and option 2. Anyone else? Okay, so Russian name Napoleon. You cannot vote for maintaining any occupation, so you have to change your vote. We are not going to be maintaining any occupations. Okay, so we are still tied. I always hate it when the poll gets tied for such minor provinces. Come on, someone give me the tiebreaker. We desperately need a tiebreaker. Okay, you know what? This is a very small province, so unless anyone is going to break the tie, I'm going to take the decision myself in 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's it. Option 1 is locked. So give it to the Baltic states. Now let's do Taiwan. So release an independent Taiwan, give it to China, or give it to the Japanese. Select the fate of Taiwan. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Okay, so we have a tie between options 1 and option 2. So please someone break the tie. Yes, Radon Surge has broken the tie and option 1 is locked. Release an independent Taiwanese state. So Taiwan is led by Xi Huihong, China by Chen Duxiu. Now where is Korea? Okay, so I can't really find Korea here. I don't know why. Where is Korea? Okay, so for some reason I'm unable to see Korea. So liberate Persia, liberate Afghan. Okay, so now we come to Afghanistan. So do we release Afghanistan as a greater Afghanistan, or do we release Afghanistan without Peshawar? Yes, we are going to do Banat. So option 1 is winning, and that's it. Option 1 is locked. Release Afghanistan with Peshawar. So this is the flag of the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan in the 1980s. The Khalq faction. Sorry, no. This is the flag of the Parcham faction of the Afghan communists, which are basically Islamic socialists. Okay, so we return to West Banat, which is this province over here. So this is very interesting because you can give it to Romania, Yugoslavia, or Danubia. And it's lying smack dab in the middle of all these three powers. Okay, you cannot vote for option 4. So option 2 is leading. Option 2 is still leading. Anyone else? So in my YouTube recommendations, I got a video called Latvian Albanian Hyper War Custom Super Events. Okay, so option 2 is winning. No, wait. Uh, so option 2 has got 3-4 votes. Option 1 has got 3-4 votes. So option 1 is winning now. To give it to Yugoslavia. Okay, the fate of Kashmir. So this is the region on Earth which will definitely result in a nuclear war at some point. So decide the fate of Kashmir. So release it or give it to Punjab or give it to Afghanistan. So most people want an independent Kashmir. Option 1 is leading. Option 3 is a close second. Option 2 has 3 votes. So a lot of people are going to be disappointed, but it looks like option 1 is winning. If only they had consolidated their votes. Okay, so now option 3 has got 4 votes, option 1 has got 4 votes, so we are at a tie now. This thing sucks, YouTube. Welcome. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, option 3 has won. Norbert. Oh, oh no, his vote won't be counted, so option 3 locked. It's too late to change your votes now. So we have given it to Afghanistan. This is one of the weirdest Afghanistan that I've ever seen. It is like a cap on India. But speaking of caps, let's go to America's cap, Canada. The fate of Canada. So liberate a loyal Canada, or separate Canada and Quebec, or manifest destiny Canada, or only annex Canada and liberate Quebec. So in this case, you can choose option 4. This is an exception. You can choose option 4. You can choose to annex Canada and release only Quebec. Case, you can choose option 4. This is an exception. You can choose option 4. So option 2 has got 3 votes, option 3 has got 2 votes, 4-1, 1-1. Option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once? Come on, anyone else? We are tied. We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. Come on. Come on, someone break the tie. We need a tiebreaker. Option 3 and option 2 are tied. Okay, so Palmit has changed his vote, and with that, option 2 is locked. Liberate Canada and Quebec. The Socialist Commonwealth of Canada under Richard Parameter Petitpied, the One Big Union Party, and Quebec is under Leah Roback. Now moving on to, oh, finally we got the decision for Western Thrace. So give it to the Greeks or the Bulgarians or split it. So Greek fans are winning. Oh no, wait, Bulgarian fans are also winning. Greek fans are winning again. So Greece is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Okay, so Norbert, miscase, your vote came too late, and by that time I had already locked Greece. So the Megali idea has been fulfilled. We have a huge Greek nation. Okay, now moving on to let's do Indonesia. So liberate Insulindia and Indochina. So liberate do we liberate Indochina or do we decide what to do with the regions individually? Meanwhile, Insulindia is led by Samoan or Semaun. I don't really know how to pronounce it. So option 2 is winning with a clear majority. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. Yes, those Greek borders are perfect for ensuring permanent world peace. Let's do the fate of Quetta. So option 3 is winning. Option 3 is winning. Okay, option 3 is locked. So give it to Afghanistan. So Afghanistan continues to get bigger, and a bigger Afghanistan definitely means stability, right? Because I'm inclined to believe so. The fate of Balochistan, which is this province over here. Give it to Gujarat, Afghanistan, or the Socialist Republic of Persia. So option 1 is winning. So let me tell you what will happen if Gujarat takes control of Balochistan. Gujarat already owns Ahmedabad and all of the ports. This means that Gujarat will own all the ports that make Pakistan and India sorry. So Gujarat will own all the ports that contribute largely to the Pakistani and Indian economy in real life. This will also mean that Gujarat will control all the trade going from India to Arabia and all the Hajj pilgrims who want to go to Arabia from India. So option 1 is winning and option 1 is locked. Now moving on to Strung Deng. So give it to Vietnam or give it to Cambodia. This province over here. So option 1 is winning by an overwhelming majority. So Democratic Kampuchea shall get this province. The fate of Cyprus. This island which is divided between Greek and Turkish speaking people. So once again we are facing a three-way tie. Okay, option 2 is winning. Anyone else? So give it to the Turks. This is a small consolation for losing everything else to the Greeks. So Kotor has an important port city here, which will be highly sought after by both the Yugoslavs and the Italians. Okay, you cannot vote for option 3. So option 2 is winning, going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. You cannot vote for option 3. You cannot vote to maintain military occupations. The fate of the port city of Rijeka, another small port city. The people of Rijeka watch with bated breath. Who shall march into the city? Will it be the Italian troops bringing pizza with them, or will it be the multi-ethnic Yugoslavs? So it looks like we have another tie for a small province. I hate when small provinces get tied. So we need a tiebreaker now. Oh, good. We got a tiebreaker, and with that, option 2 is locked. Give it to the Yugoslavs. Now, where is Dobruja? Yes, there it is. So Dobruja, give Dobruja to the Bulgarians or the Romanians. So I'm sure that all of these borders will ensure that lasting peace shall prevail in the entire region of Europe and Eurasia. Because after all, what we want is lasting peace. That is our desire. Okay, so you want music? Let's do music. No, 3 is possible. You can divide it between Romania and Bulgaria. You can't do 4, which is maintaining the occupation. So option 3 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and sold. So it will be divided equally between Romania and Bulgaria. Northern Dobruja will be given to the Romanians, the south to the Bulgarians. Let us try some music now. Okay, so now we move on to Argentina. Liberate Argentina. Liberate Chile. The fate of the Levant. Release Syria or give it to Egypt. So, will you unite the Arabs of Egypt and Syria, or will you make the Syrians independent? So, option 1 is winning. Everyone wants to release Syria. So, Nasser's dream has been quashed. So, release Syria. And the fate of the Sinai. So, give the Sinai to the Egyptians or the Syrians. I think these borders will bring a lot of peace and tranquility to the Middle East. Norbert Miskis, please vote in the form of number. So we are tied between options 1 and 2, and since Norbert is not changing to a number, Egypt wins. So give it to the Egyptians, and the Suez Canal, give it to the Egyptians. Then the Sudan, liberate it, give Nubia to Egypt and liberate the rest, or give it entirely to Egypt. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Okay, then option 1 has triumphed. So liberate Sudan. The fate of Asir. Okay, so I'm going to give this to Yemen because apparently giving it to Arabia often causes some glitches. to give it to the Laotians. Moving on, the fate of the Trucial states. Release the Trucial states or give them to the communes of Arabia. Is bad at naming. Welcome to the live stream. So we are tied for UAE between options 1 and 2. Okay, we are no longer tied. Option 2 is winning. And with that, option 2 has won. The fate of Iraq, release it. The fate of Kurdistan. Release a separate Kurdish state or give it to the Persians or split it. Yes, don't let Erdogan see this. Or Erdogan as he's called. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So release an independent Kurdistan. It's almost bigger than Iraq, I think. And the fate of Khuzestan, the province for which Saddam Hussein fought with Khomeini. This is a very oil-rich province. Great Kaiser, hello, welcome, but you cannot vote for maintaining military occupations. So this is why the Iran-Iraq war happened. This is a very oil-rich province. Will you give it to the Iranians or the Iraqis? The Iranians or the Arabs? So option 2 is winning. Most people wish to give it to Persia. Okay, then option 2 is locked. Okay, the fate of Nepal. Liberate Greater Nepal or release it only with its core territories. So I did this because this was a glitch. Apparently, Nepal already like it. We cannot release the Greater Nepal because India has already taken over this province. So this was an irrelevant decision. Now moving on to Korea, liberate a loyal Korea. This is under Park Hon Young. Colombia, Ecuador. Okay, liberate Peru or liberate a unified Peru Bolivia. So option 2 is winning. Now we are tied. We are tied. Come on, we need a tiebreaker. We need someone to break the tie. Okay, so option 1 has won. Victor Raul Haya de la Torre, the ARPA. And I'm not going to repeat the same poll because if I reunite it, then it just goes to what we were before. So release an independent Bolivia. Jose Antonio Arce, Paulina Luisi. Okay, the fate of Pastaza, which is this province here. Will you give it to the Ecuadorians or the Peruvians? So give it to Ecuador. Option 1 has triumphed. Okay, now for Central Asia. Establish a Central Asian federation. Okay, now vote for the fate of the imperial family of Japan. What do we do with the imperial family in the new socialist republic? Do we leave them be but powerless, or do we exile them from Japan and throw them out? Okay, so it looks like a majority of the people want to keep the Japanese imperial family in place and locked. So let them be but powerless. They will no longer have any special symbol or status in this new Japan. Okay, finally, the fate of Xinjiang. So create an independent Xinjiang or give it to the Central Asian Federation or give it to the Republic of China. Okay, so I accidentally clicked and I gave it to the Central Asian Federation. So there's nothing we can do about it now. Ah, the fate of the homie Venezuela. Okay, Malaysia. So what do we do with Malaysia? So most people wish to liberate Malaysia. So Malaysia is ruled by Chinese man. That's interesting. Okay, the fate of northern Chile. Okay, so it looks like option 5 is winning. So split it between the Popular Republic of Peru and Bolivia. So Chile doesn't get northern Chile. It gets split between Peru and Bolivia. And with that, the Bolivians can finally have their own navy. I mean, they already have their navy despite being landlocked before the war, but now they have a real navy. Antofagasta has been reunited with Bolivia after a century. Okay, the fate of Putumayo, which is this province over here. The Colombians or the Ecuadorians? So option two is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So this is an ugly Ecuadorian border. What is this? A straight line? Okay, now moving on to the fate of Patani. Give it to Malaysia or give it to Siam? Artha Savvy, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Okay, so option one is winning, and with that, we have given it to the Malays. Uh, the, the, okay, Singapore. Now, do you wish to give Singapore to Malaysia or to the Nusatran commune? Okay, so give it to the Socialist Republic of Malaya. Option 1 has won. The Malaysians have taken back Singapore. Now, the fate of Sarawak. So release it as a puppet, give it to the Malaysians, or give it to the Nusatran commune. So option 1 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. The Socialist Republic of Sarawak, Abang Haji Abdullah. Then the territory of Battambang. Okay, we are tied between options 1 and option 2. Anyone else? By the way, this is the world that people have created until now. Balkanized India, Balkanized China, Balkanized Russia, and Balkanized Europe. This is South America. Some of it is still to be decided. And Canada has been divided between Canada and Quebec. So we need a tiebreaker. Hmm. Hmm. So we have given it to Siam. Now the fate of, let's do some, the fate of Central America. So do we release a united Central America, or do we decide what to do with each region separately? So Marshall Bali, welcome. It's so good to see a big YouTuber coming to this small channel. No, you cannot vote for option 3. We are not going to be maintaining any occupations. Okay, so option 1 is winning. Liberate a loyal Central America. Then we have the fate of Iguazu, which is this province over here. Okay, so option 2 is winning. The fate of northern Chaco. Okay, so these are very minor provinces, so we are not going to be waiting for a long time, so please vote fast. Come on, vote, 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 vote. Okay, so I'm closing the poll for Northern Chaco in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The fate of Misiones. Okay, so keep in mind that whatever option you select for Misiones will also be selected for Southern Chaco because it makes no sense to have two different polls for what is basically the same province disconnected by another province in the middle. So we are tied at the moment. Give it to Argentina and Southern Chaco, give it to Argentina. Now we move on to Libya. So, do we create a united Libya or do we separate it into two? So, option one has triumphed. A united big Libya has been released. Now, at this point, I don't really know which nations to go with. So, let's just go with maybe East Africa. So, option two is winning, and option two is locked. Restore East Africa as it once was. Azania. Okay, so create just Ethiopia or Ethiopia and Eritrea. Okay, so what do we do with Kenya? Do we liberate Kenya or do we give it to Azania? Ethiopia still has sea access here. The port of Massawa. So option 2 is winning and option 2 locked. So East Africa has been reunited. The fate of Uganda. So option 2 is winning. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going thrice, and locked. So give it to our East African allies. So Lake Victoria will now be renamed to something like Lake Julius or Lake Azania. Oh, I forgot this province. The fate of Cuban. This is what always happens. At the peak of this live stream, we had got around 20 voters voting at once. And now that most of the world is done, we only got 5 or 6 people remaining. So it feels melancholic. It feels liminal. I was also more energetic in the early period. Okay, the fate of the Shan states is now in your hands. Okay, let's do this fast. So you have got only 10 seconds to vote for the Shan states. Didac, Cleville, Oriol. Dong, Kyun, Min, Wata, Tan, Fat, Tai, Huan, Chung. So option 4 has won, option 4 lost. The fate of Kachin. So option 1 has triumphed. Release an independent Kachin commune led by Mo Pierre, the Maximist party of Kachin, syndicalist. And in the meantime, I noticed that mostly took over without our permission. The fate of Djibouti. Give it to Somalia or give it to Ethiopia. So option 2 has won and option 2 locked. The fate of Molmin. We are almost coming to the end of this grand adventure now. Just a few more little states remaining in Southeast Asia, and Australasia is still remaining, and some random little states remaining here and there. But we are almost done. So we are now tied. No, option 2 is winning. Okay, I had to do this because, once again, from experience, I know that if we do not give South Africa the protectorates, then it kind of glitches out sometimes. Now, the fate of Australasia. So, option 3 is winning. The fate of Papua New Guinea. Give it to the Australians, give it to the Nusatrans, or make it independent. Radon Surge, welcome back. Senor Taka God, welcome to the live stream. So option 2 is clearly winning, and option 2 is locked. Operation Trikora has been fulfilled. Okay, New Zealand, do we release it or do we give it to the Australians? So, what do we do with Costa Rica? Do we give it to the Central Americans or do we restore Costa Rica? Okay, vote for the fate of Tenasserim. I spoke after a long time because I was drinking some water and relaxing my throat after speaking non-stop for the last 3 hours. Politicando y Bainando, welcome back to the stream. We are now almost at the end of the stream. We have decided the fate of millions of people across Asia, Europe, Africa, and South America, North America. Select the fate of Rio de Oro. The sound is not off. It's just that I'm not talking anything because we are at the end of our stream and there is very little remaining to talk. So option 1 is winning. Emperor Bokassa of Central Africa, a brutal military dictator who crowned himself as emperor in the 1960s. Okay, so that is it. Congratulations to Tong Kyun and Norbert Mieskes and Politicando y Bainando and anyone else who is watching till the end, especially to Tong Kyun Min and Didac Clevel Oriol. These two have been voting since the very first poll, and we have finally completed the decision making of the entire world. It is my pleasure to say that this is the optimum world according to my audience. This world will ensure eternal peace and tranquility. This is it. This is how the world should look, to prevent any more wars, to prevent any other violent interactions. This should be how the world should be. This is the perfect world. Goodbye and have a nice day. And anyone who wants to continue watching, I'm just gonna do a slow little show off of the map in detail. Which places do you think that we have utterly ruined?